Sustaining good governance and credible elections in Nigeria requires strengthening public accountability, protecting the independence of the Electoral Commission, reducing the influence of money in politics, and fostering active, continuous civic participation beyond regular voting cycles.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of The Pulse. Pulse is a program of importance. Why? Because it is a program that focuses on the dynamics of good governance, politics, and socioeconomic well-being of the people. And we're reaching you live from our various stations across the Southwest, comprising Premier FM 93.5 Ibadan, Paramount FM 94.5 Abeokuta, Progress FM 100.5 Ado-Ekiti, not leaving out Positive FM 102.5 Akure, and you can also join us via Ogoilu FM, that is in Oko, and Gold FM 95.5 Ilesha. My name is Olubukola Enimola, and with me is
Emilia Ojimudi. I don't know whether you were so excited about Ogoilu that you left out their frequency.
Well, I thought I said 89.3.
89.3. Okay, probably I was the one who didn't hear. I was so excited being by your side. Good morning, everyone. It's wonderful being here again, and it's another edition of The Pulse. And on it today, we shall be focusing on sustaining good governance and the electoral system in our dear country, Nigeria.
And it's no longer news that the Osun State election is underway. But before we actually delve into today's program proper, let's flip through the papers and see the news making the headlines today.
All right. We have the Premium Times, the Punch newspaper, and of course the Daily Post. You can begin, sis.
We'll take the Premium Times. SSS Press compensates man wrongly linked to Oyo school children adoption. I'll take that again.
Okay.
SSS freeze compensates man wrongly linked to Oyo school children adoption.
All right, that's from the Premium Times, and now to the Punch newspaper, and we're punching it this way. AAUA ASU declares indefinite strike over 2025 agreement. I want to believe that AAUA is a different body from ASU. Okay, so they are declaring an indefinite strike over 2025 agreement. And still with the Punch newspaper, how stronger partnerships can drive Nigeria's creative industry. This is according to an expert.
All right, finally, the Daily Post says President Tinubu demands national coexistence amid rising tensions. We say a big thank you to Taiwo Akinola for compiling the newspaper headlines this morning.
Yes, thank you so very much, Taiwo. Now, the electoral system of any given country plays a fundamental role in sustaining and shaping the political conduct of its citizens. The manner an election is conducted goes a long way to determine the level of political culture, participation, good governance, and sustainable development in the country.
INEC is currently rolling out final preparations for the Osun State gubernatorial poll on the 15th of August 2026 and treating it as an essential diagnostic run for security deployment and ballot integrity before the 2027 general elections. And in line with the concept of ballot integrity, our correspondent in Ilesha, Osun State, had an interview with Dr. Bolagbo Oni. That's O'Neill. Yes, he is a social commentator on redefining good governance through the ballot system. Let's take a listen.
Our guest on today's edition of the program is Dr. Bolagbo Oni, a social commentator and a public affairs analyst. Now, when we say that good governance starts with the ballot box, what does this really mean to an ordinary Nigerian who simply wants better roads, electricity, security, jobs, and affordable food?
What it simply means is the practicability of the tenet of a democracy. We all know that in modern democracy, not everyone will we go to the office. At least some people have to represent us in whatever office, in whatever capacity we desire. And if we believe that we are expectant of good governance, we should be able to pick ideal people that are well equipped mentally, physically, spiritually, and morally to go and represent us, especially in a society where we have a lot of problems. We need to pick people that will represent us must be people who are the part of the society, people who are feeling what the society is feeling. According to Jimmy Cliff says, he who feels it knows it. He who doesn't know what we are feeling cannot solve our problems. So as a result of that, from the ballot box, from the people we chose to go and represent us, we have initiated good governance. Because if we pick people that are ideal, people that are very, very practical, people that are pragmatic, people that are concerned and feeling what we are feeling, they will be able to develop a kind of blueprint to go and solve the problem when they get there. So it began from choosing the right person, and to choose the right person is from the ballot box.
All right. Now, many people vote during elections, but later complain that government has not performed well. How can voters make better choices at the polling station to increase their chances of electing good leaders?
Yes, it's very, very pathetic that people believe that their votes don't count. It counts. It's only that I've forgotten the name of that philosopher who said that people who voted the corrupt politicians, they are not victims. They are part of the system. They are part of the corruption. Because if you allow people who are not ready to improve the lot of society, you have already been a participant in the destruction of that society. And as a result of that, until we are able to engineer the right thought, because it is the mindset. And what makes this thing terrible is that the population of people who don't even know the meaning of governance have already swallowed the population of the people who have consciousness of what governance will be. Today now, when we are talking of vote buying and vote selling, people that are reasonable, people that are looking for the goodness of this country will never buy or neither sell their votes. But how are you going to preach to people who says that Edibo, Esebe, that is, sell your vote and cook soup for that day? And how are you going to reorientate these people to know that the mistake you are doing in one Saturday will last for 4 years? So it is a matter of orientation. It's not that votes doesn't count. If votes doesn't count, politician will not be struggling to buy it. You don't buy what is useless. Vote counts. That is why people are willing to buy. But you should know that selling it is at your own detriment, not for the sake of the country.
Okay. Now, after voting and electing our leaders, what can ordinary citizens do to make sure those leaders keep the promises they made during election campaign?
Accountability began at the point of your voting. If majority didn't sell their vote and they voted for the right person they can control, they can allege, they can confront, then they will see good results. But how are you going to meet a politician who had given you rice, who had given you 10,000-20,000 naira to come and do this? And you can't call such a person to accountability because it's a matter of trade by barter. You give me money, I give you my vote. So I bought from you. It's just like you selling a car and you are telling the buyer of that car that you can't drive it on Sunday or on Tuesday. What's up? You have sold your car, you have sold the car. But the truth is, if the car is given to you to be custodian of this car, I can still control it. The same way, if I did sell my vote to you, I can still come out and correct you and call you to accountability. But in a situation whereby I've paid for it already, you can't come to me again. I paid for it. You shouldn't just tell me how I'm going to administer my government. No. So until there is collective consciousness, what educationists will call conscientization, if the consciousness of people is refined, they can have common front, collective voice to do that. Once it's not there, it won't work.
All right. Now, if you were speaking directly to Nigerians ahead of an election, what simple message would you give them about choosing their leaders wisely and using their votes to bring about better governance?
Simple caption is, once you sell your vote, you don't have control over it. But if you give it willingly, you can still call the person to order that when I voted for you, did I collect anything from you? I always give an example. If a community can say this is person we want as our chairman of the local government or councillor, and they ask the person that, don't give us a dime. Go and find money to pay for your form. And the person pays for the form, and throughout the campaign, they didn't collect a dime from him. And nobody goes to him to say that, I want to do naming ceremony, I want to do this, and you give me money. Your salary is yours. But what belongs to the community and local government must be spent for us. In that situation, the moral consciousness will be there that I didn't pay a dime to be here. These people put me there based on my ability, and I must not betray them. And if he betrays them, he knows that there is consequence. But in a situation where they have been paid, there is nothing they can. So what I'm saying is, don't sell your conscience through your vote. Give it willingly. Then you will have power to control wherever you chose to be there.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Bolaboni, for joining us on today's edition of the program.
Thanks so much.
Southwest Pulse from Radio Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Well, that was our correspondent in Ilesha, Oladapo Ojo, in that interview with Dr. Bolabo Oni. He's a social commentator. He gave us insights on redefining governance through the ballot system. And according to him, votes do count. That's why politicians are willing to buy.
Exactly. If it doesn't mean anything, they won't say that they want to buy it. So Osun people need to resist selling their conscience for bad governance come this Saturday. And it is imperative to re-echo that true governance can be redefined, as it is up to them to, the citizens, to settle for more and not less. So please do the needful, cast your votes, just as Banky W featuring Tubaba, Timidakolo, Wale Shonkote says, talk and do in this music.
Children crying, why doesn't it break your heart? Can't you see our people dying? When did this world get so dark? We're not perfect, but we're trying. We all need to play a part, cause things will never change. They'll always stay the same until we do something about it. Talk and do, we need to just stop talking about it. We must talk and do. Why don't you do something?
Yo, this is not a song, it's a statement about the state of a very lost generation. How could we let our little boys become rapists? And how could we let all of our love just turn to hatred? In the States we see cases of racism. White cops kill us cause we have black faces. And in Africa, I don't know where to begin. The same kind of murder, the same color of skin. And we don't care to use our platforms to make a difference. Prefer to drag each other on Twitter so we could trend. We filter all our Instagram pictures just to pretend like we're happy. True happiness only comes from within. And I don't watch the news cause it's all bad. Different days, same hashtags. Different names, different victims, same flashbacks. It don't concern you. May your children never also have to say me too. Amen. They ask me why I'm so consumed with community service. It's cause my community's hurting. My community's dirty. No one bats an eyelid. Cause everyone thinks it's someone else's problem to fix. And everyone prefers not to delve into politics. So why are we upset that the system's so full of ish? The nation that we need is our responsibility. The country we want to see, it starts with you and me.
Something about it. Talk and do. We need to just stop talking about it. We must talk and do. Why don't you do something about it? Talk and do. We need to just stop talking about it. We must talk and do. Why don't you do something?
Where is the love? Where is the patience? Urobo Ibo, Idoma, what's the difference? It don't need too much, talking, looting and violence. Repeating the same thing, if you check, I'm not madness. We need a solution, time for some action. Too much talk, committee, no they function. The answer we define, it ain't inside me and you.
Okay.
Now it's time for all of us to talk and do.
Come on.
Talking on the change anything. This is not the time for action.
Yes.
Talking on the solve anything.
Timmy Dakolo. Let's go.
So talking on the change anything.
This is not the time for action. Talking on the solve anything.
This bless the home.
Kuti. Do something. Oh yeah, now give them.
Oh yeah, now give them. I wonder what Sean won't give us. But all the same, yes, they have said talk and
Cannot do anything. Talk alone cannot do anything.
And it goes,
now
it
is
goes,
the time for
it goes
action.
both ways, sis. You know, we the electorate, we are complaining, sitting down here complaining, and
All we do is complain.
Yes,
What are
it's
we
still the same
doing
talk. What
to
are we doing?
ensure that
Yes.
change that we deserve
Exactly.
becomes a reality?
And the leaders
It's up to
too.
me and you.
Of course.
So-
And the leaders too. Let them talk and also do. Many thanks to Banky and his friends there. Timida Kolo,
Wajay,
Shehu
Kuti,
and of course
just
in that
that
song.
they
Talk
have
and
no
do.
time to-
Would have just listened to what Shehu would like to say. Anyway, maybe next time. All right, let's re-echo that good governance is achievable through credible elections, which begin with stakeholders, especially the citizens that are you and I, and of course, including the leaders too. They are also citizens now. Are they not? They didn't fall from the sky, oh. All right, it behoves each and every one of us, and come this Saturday, let's do the needful. Let's talk and do. Well, we will now take a report from our correspondent still in Osun State, Zion Oyelade, on dissecting election as a true test of democratic progress. Let's listen.
Saturday's election is not simply about choosing a political party or candidate, but about deciding who will manage the affairs of the state and respond to their aspirations for the next 4 years. The credibility of that choice, stakeholders say, begins with a process in which voters are free to cast their ballot without intimidation or inducement. Speaking with Radio Nigeria, a legal practitioner, Mr. Yomide Otaluba, said a credible electoral process is fundamental to good governance, stressing that the institution responsible for conducting and adjudicating the election must be allowed to operate independently.
To elect or to choose whosoever they think is capable to lead or to give them what they want.
Mrs. Otaluba called on political parties and their candidates to respect electoral laws and avoid actions capable of threatening peace and stability, saying leaders who emerge through a transparent process are more likely to recognize their responsibility and accountability to the electorate. A public affairs analyst, Mr. Samson Adedina, said the success of democracy should not be measured merely by the number of elections conducted, but by the credibility of the process and the confidence it inspires among voters.
The free and fair election is expected. Yes, if there is no scare from anybody, people can come out and vote.
Mr. Adedina warned that when citizens believe their votes do not count, voter apathy and political disengagement may increase. He said the real reward for participation in Saturday's election should be good governance, accountability, and responsible leadership after the vote had been counted. A political scientist, Mrs. Fumilayo Ajayi, described the electoral process as the foundation of democratic governance, stressing that strong institutions, an independent electoral body, responsible political parties, and an informed electorate are necessary for democratic development.
They are scared of what will happen. Because even before the election, we have heard different cases of people killing one another, like a party against another party in different towns. So this could have created a fear in so many people.
Ms. Ajayi urged voters to look beyond political loyalty and immediate inducement, saying the election provides an opportunity to demand competence, accountability, and responsible leadership for those seeking their mandate. In Ilesha, Zion Oyelade, Radio Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Zion Oyelade, with that report. Now remember that elections guarantee nothing on their own. Strong institutions, civic participation, and accountable leadership turn a ballot into tangible societal progress. Yes, we are still on to the pulse, reaching you on the Southwest network of Radio Nigeria, and we are talking sustaining good governance and the electoral system in Nigeria.
Absolutely. And a case study to that discourse is how Osun State is about to decide who takes the baton of leadership in this electoral race. Democracy cannot succeed unless those who express their choices are prepared to choose wisely. This is according to Franklin Roosevelt.
We'll go on a short break right now. We will be right back.
Our forefathers fought for our freedom. Our great-grandfathers fought for Nigeria independence. Our grandfathers fought for the unity of our great nation. It is the duty of this generation to keep the unity intact. So, let each and every one of us do what we can to make Nigeria one nation. Let's unite Nigeria.
You're still on to the Pulse, reaching you on the Southwest Network of Radio Nigeria. Well, on the program today, we think it would be very nice for us to actually have a feel of what is actually going on in Osun State. So we're trying to establish a call with our correspondent, Mojisola Oladele, but the network seems not to be cooperating. But if we are able to establish that in the course of the program, we would definitely talk more about the upcoming election in Osun State, that is the gubernatorial election. Yes, you know, before that we talked about good people. Who are the good people? People who are ready to make change. People who are ready to do the needful. People who are ready to actually make their leaders accountable. Those that will not sell votes.
Exactly.
Those that will not buy votes. Those that will not collect so that on the day they are supposed to say the truth, they will be able to actually go straight to the point and hit the nail on the head.
Exactly, Bukola, because a lot has been in the public space, you know, people sharing a whole lot of stuffs. And of course, by the time somebody gives you money to go and cook soup, or maybe gives you bread, or gives you whatever, which mouth will you use and say, why did you not do what you promised?
There is nothing actually worth collecting to sell your conscience.
Exactly.
Even if they say they will give you cars, plots of land and the like.
Everything,
You know, think about posterity now.
Exactly. Now, let us just know that if there is a constant self-reminder that leadership should not be worshipped, it should be a call to service instead, then Nigeria and the world will be a much, 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 much better place for all of us.
Exactly. You know, people and power must be combined with good governance to bring about real, deep and lasting change. Like we've said, be the change you want to see in others. That's a popular saying by Gandhi.
Be the change that you want. Remember, in the immediate administration, there was this popular saying, "Change begins with you." The you we are talking about here is not actually you. It's actually you are telling yourself. You are the you.
You know, it's just like Michael Jackson of blessed memory.
Yes.
I've seen the man in the mirror. You are the one that will make a change.
Exactly.
Start with you. That change.
Make that change. And we've heard in the song by Banky W and his friends, you know, talk and do. It's one thing for you to say something, and it's another for you to follow through what you have said. On Saturday is a deciding day in the Osun State. Yes, in the lives of Osun people. Election not be vote. Election not be a crime, according to one of the songs done by Tubaba. Yes, Two-Face. So let's sheathe our sword. It's just an election for Pete's sake. We don't have to go beyond that, doing anything besides that.
Exactly. And the election decisions or political decisions are made through your vote.
Exactly.
It is not a thing of rancor.
Exactly.
It should not be a do or die affair.
Exactly.
By the time you get to the ballots, let the ballot speak. Let the ballot do the talking. And who is the one in charge of the ballot?
You are the one.
You
are the one.
You are the one. So immediately you vote on that day, please just stay aside. Don't fight. Do not look for problem. And please, let's watch our words.
Protect your vote.
Let's watch our words. Our leaders and we, the followers, should watch their words. We should not instigate negativity in the minds of the people.
Well, with that, we've come to the end of the program, and we will sincerely appreciate everyone and our FM stations for their contributions. For feedback, comments, suggestions, you can reach us on our social media handles, Facebook, Premier FM 93.5, or visit our website www.radionigeriaibadan.org.ng.
Special thanks to our zonal director Oluwafemi Fulani and all heads of unit. We also appreciate all the FM stations that sent in one contribution or the other, and everyone that has made this production possible. The studio manager has been Olanrewaju Yusuf. The production and script writing were put together by George Chukura and Judith Ojediran. My name is Olubukola Enimola, saying, remember, your youth is not a weapon for anyone's political agenda. Be guided. Do not be used as a political thug, because they won't use their children.
Exactly. And my name is Emilia Ojimwidia. Come Saturday, we'll do the needful in Osun State.